please get a mic to Mook because she is shaking.
I have a question because you asked her if that time came, would you be willing to give it up? Mm-hmm. And she said no. Mm-hmm. So would that, if she had gave it up, would you label that prostitution? Because she's already stated that was her trick, right?
She accepted that was her trick.
She just said,
yeah, she accepted.
She shocked. You know, I had a trick. She shocked me too.
Yeah.
But would you label her as a prostitute?
No.
Why? Because yet you've been taking all these money exchanges, and now it's time to give her some sugar, and you don't want to. But had she said yes, I would be comfortable giving it up. Would you label her as a prostitute?
Me personally, no. I would not.
Why?
Label her as a prostitute.
I'm not calling her a prostitute. Look, I'm just.
She's a hoe. No, I personally wouldn't because from my perspective, right? Because perspective is everything. You've been entertaining this man. You know what I'm saying?
Entertaining him how though? And she said she's only been taking money from him.
No, I'm saying you've been entertaining the idea of him. Because she said they spoke on the phone, here and there. They, whatever. So it's like you've been entertaining him. To me, I feel like if he came to you and was like, "Oh, here's this $2,700."
And I asked that question because I wanted to ask Miss China to be here.
Shawty, that ain't never been my story.
But wait a minute, I'm not saying it has been, but you stated that you've had people who to buy you gifts and things, correct?
Yeah.
Have you had any? No. Have you had any?
Accepted a gift from anybody?
No, dude. I don't place myself in them type of environments to just be accepting shit from niggas. But I did have a question, and I don't want to take this out of the norm. Have you had one to ask you for a sexual favor?
No.
So none of them asked for nothing.
That's never been my type of forte. That's never been my lifestyle. I've never worked with
I'm not placing you in the category for a lifestyle. I'm just saying, have you had a trick before?
No, I haven't.
So what do you?
You've never had anyone ever solicit or ask you, for in exchange.
So,
you know what I mean?
I'm a female. You're a female, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's attraction that you have to somebody, so would everybody be considered in that same thing? Like if somebody came up to you and said, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I would like to take you out, wine you and dine you, just trying to get to know you type thing. Would you consider that as a trick?
No. If we're dating,
but
no.
But you don't just say, "Hey, I met you today. We finna date."
Yeah, so you have a date. I feel like for me personally, and this is my personal perspective. If I meet someone and they're like, "Hey, like let's go to dinner. I want to get to know you." Okay, we can go to dinner. It might be fine dining. They might just be a different caliber of man to where, we ain't going to Chili's. Okay. And if after that we're dating because there's intent. I like you, you like